Hi and welcome back for another video. In this one we are going to be taking a look at my first attempts at doing online daily races in GT Sport. I know I'm a bit late to the party on this one, but I wanted to get a bit of practice in before Gran Turismo 7 comes out. This really is my very first try of online racing in GT Sport, so it'll be a noob's eye view of the daily races. I started with a driver rating of E and a safety rating of B, which didn't last very long, as you will see. If you've seen any of my single player GT Sport videos, you'll know I have a wheel set up on the PS5, but I'm playing on my PS4 with a controller for these races. I was taking part in Daily Race B from last week, which was a Group 4 race around Autodrome Lago Maggiore in the Centre 2 configuration. The Renault Megane was probably the car of choice for this race, but I haven't got that, so I went for the Peugeot RCZ. I put up a qualifying time of 47.892, which was a couple of seconds behind the top guys, but good enough for a 5th place start in my first race. A rolling start seemed a bit of an odd choice on this track. If you were further down the grid, you'd be starting on a tight bend, which doesn't seem very fair. I think a mid-place grid position worked well as you were up to full speed by the first corner and could use your regular braking point. So off we go, and I start by making a bit of a mess of the first corner. I've got a guy right beside me on the full speed section, so I try and give him a bit of room. I don't take the bend very well though, and he pushes through, nudging me off to the side a bit. I go for the undercut, but I can't get the speed out of the bend. Unfortunately, I also undercut the track and pick up a penalty. My aim now is to try and use the slipstream to keep in touch with the guy in front, so I don't drop too far back. I don't have the best concentration in the world and get distracted by the battle going into the first corner, missing my braking point and gently tap the car in front, helping him wide. I temporarily get 5th place back, but lose it straight away with the penalty. Somehow I gain the time back on the next bend and get surprised by how slow the guy in front is. So I hit him again, losing another position. Carnage ensues on the next bend as I get a bit carried away and manage to cut up the inside of the cars in front, and then force them both into the wall. Somehow the red Mitsubishi avoided the collision and takes me back on the straight. Learning from my previous error, I do a better job of not hitting any other cars on the first bend, including the orange BMW that gets all out of shape. He seems to blame me for this and tries to force me into the wall. A Corvette then goes through me on the next corner to drop me down to 7th. He must have some sort of special powers as I ghost through him on the next bend. I overdo things trying to keep pace with the cars in front, mess up corner 1 and get dropped to 8th place by our old friend who face planted into the wall earlier. The guy with the penalty then blocks me off, which drops me back from the pack. I'm trying a bit too hard to get back into things and make a right pig's ear of the rest of the lap. Things settle down a bit for the next few laps, so we'll pick up things again at the end of lap 7, when I make a monumental faux pas and slam into the wall at the beginning of the home straight. I drop down to 10th and also have a 1.5 second penalty. Things are going from bad to worse on this one. Coming to the end of lap 9 and I'm up to 9th thanks to someone disconnecting, but I'm gaining on the cars in front for the bonkers final lap. I take the car in 8th on the straight, but I know he's going to try something mad on the first corner, so I brake early and keep wide. Sure enough, he flies past me on the inside and goes right into the wall. A car in front gets taken out and spun into the wall, gifting me 7th place. I'm freaking out the driver in front, which allows me to get up to 6th on the flat out section. Again, I'm expecting a mad lunge from him at some point, and he duly delivers, sliding past me on the penultimate corner. I managed to pick up a penalty for cutting the last bend, but I'm far enough in front to keep my 6th place. To be honest, I wasn't expecting the first race to be quite so eventful, but happy with the finish considering. Somehow I managed to keep my safety rating in B, despite hitting a few cars and slamming one into a wall. I soon put pay to that in the next race. My qualifying time gave me a 6th place start, and I started to suspect things were not looking great for my driver rating when I noticed a lot of C-ranked players in the lobby. I got a decent start, but as I expected, the first corner was eventful. A driver dives up the inside and goes wide, then someone rage quits after spinning out, putting me into 5th place. I keep pace with the pack in front until Sophia flies up the inside again towards the end of the lap. She then tries to take out the car in front on the straight and turns him into a ghost. I get flashbacks to Hot Wheels multiplayer when I see another ghosted car sat just past the start line, and it causes me to miss my braking point, slamming Sophia into the Shadow Realm. Someone else gets pitted and spun out on the same corner, getting me back into 5th place. Sophia's car seems to have a large magnet in the boot, as I can't help bumping into her again. Mercurio sees this and defends her honour by hitting me wide and overtaking on the inside. Things are pretty tight down the straight and into the first bend, but I managed to regain 5th place thanks to a penalty for another driver. There isn't much separating the front 5 as we approach the end of the lap, but Sophia turns on her magnet again and gets punted into the wall on the final bend, gifting me 4th place. Mercurios tries to defend her honour yet again and hunts down the car responsible. There's a battle on the first corner, but the other driver had already picked up a penalty for his indiscretions, and we both get passed on the full speed section. Somehow, I'm now up to 3rd place. I catch up to Mercurios, but make a mess of the penultimate bend and lose the time I gained. Unfortunately, he bins it on the first corner, and I see second place up for grabs, but his nemesis smashes me up the inside and keeps me in third. I get the inside line on the fast section and he tries to force me into the wall, but I keep the line and take second place. He's not happy about this and tries to take me out on the final bend, but ghosts himself and drops back. I'm trying to keep it clean now and hold on to second place, but our protagonist isn't done yet. I can see him dodging about on my radar like an angry wasp, and I'm thinking it's only a matter of time until he makes a move. True to form, he pushes me wide in the final section and takes back second place. I'm seeing red at this point and take the opportunity to send him to the shadows on the first corner. I'm not proud of it, but he had it coming. My second place was looking pretty safe at this point, or so I thought. Heading into the final section of lap 8, our friend gets his revenge and punts me off the track, dropping me back to 5th. To make things worse, I then overcook the exit from the final bend and slam into the wall for a 1.5 second penalty. That's my fate sealed and I end the race in 5th. What's worse is I lose my driver rating points and drop my safety rating down to C. Lesson learned, I make an effort over the next few races to keep my nose clean and concentrate on my safety rating over my finishing position. I got back to my B rank after a couple of relatively clean races. I even managed to get my first win, after improving my qualifying time and starting a race in second place. I took the lead on the first bend after braking late and taking an inside line. Amazingly, I managed to not mess it up, despite a terrible final few laps, and pick up the victory. My aim now is to try and improve my ratings and driving ability so I can get out of these Wreckfest lobbies. I think this was a typical first experience in GT Sports online racing and a look at what the noob lobbies can be like. Let me know in the comments if you've ended up in races like these. I've been Jimster71, thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, a dislike if you didn't, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until then, bye for now.